All right, so this is real common in the spring. During the winter, there was some kill off or some areas that looked like there was nothing here. And then there was a grass that fills in for the springtime, and now it's getting ready to check out. This is called Poa annua. And these little pieces were basically, it looks like where a mole got through in here and killed off a little bit of the grass. And then the Poa annua took over. But as soon as it sees any kind of heat, it will check out for the rest of the season and basically leaving an empty hole for weeds to pop up. So my suggestion here would be to add some fescue or Kentucky bluegrass, anything. There's another spot right there, real prominent. And so right now it's lime green, and it will be dead within the next week, and there'll be an empty hole where looks like dead grass there. So overseed this with Kentucky bluegrass in the spring. It's not as good of a chance for it to survive, but it will at least fill in a hole that's going to be there all summer long. Same thing over here. Really nice older couple. They don't have able to get out here and do a lot of work, so they rely on other people to do it, and they use lower bidder. And what happened was they had an irrigation issue, and some of the lawn died off, and now you have this section right on this one little area, and really just overseeding this, putting a 1/4 inch of soil over the top, and water every day, keep it wet, and you can get some Kentucky bluegrass in here to take over for the rest of the summer, or maybe even some ryegrass or some fescue, anything that's if you're in the transition zone like we are, you got to be careful. And this is also kind of like the same lawn, but at some point bent grass got in here, and this really is hard to get rid of. So but it's green for most of the year, and so it checks out during the summer. And then there's obviously there's going to be some areas in here, like this is very normal. You'll see right next to the concrete where it dries out. Those types of areas are very, very normal and common, and the best thing to do. There's a really good example. So this happened more recently. It looks like it's either some mold damage or mole and damage from the concrete in the, when this area here warms up. So when this concrete warms up, the rest of this area can kill off the grass. I think this originally started with a mole because there's a little trail going up here, but it just sat and festered, and nobody did anything about it, and then it irrigated and kind of semi-compacted it. And then the Poa annua, which is this really lime green grass with a little bit of seed head on it right now, this is going to be gone. In about a week, this stuff is just going to say goodbye. And the next hot day, you will not see that stuff for the rest of the year, and it will re-germinate. It's an annual grass, so it will re-germinate in the fall. So the best thing to do right now, like I said, overseed. Go ahead and overseed these small areas in the spring. Keep it really, really wet. Pay attention to it, and your lawn will take care of itself. It looks really nice from far away. It's just these little issues that pop up. If you let them go, then you're in some trouble. So let's just give you a little bit of advice. Nothing big, real easy to do. Here's a shaded area that struggles, under a lot of tree. So there's just a few areas in here that need a little bit of help, and there's ways to deal with it, but the simplest thing would just be to overseed in the spring. And some of these areas that are light, just those areas by themselves. And we'll take care of the bent grass in the summer when it sort of checks out. There's a way to kind of overspray that before it goes out, or this bent grass, which is really dense and thick. Let me go back here real quick and show you what bent grass looks like in a lawn. So it looks like a pretty normal lawn during the summer, except for intermixed in all this is a really fine grass. And during the summer, what happens is, you're starting to see it already, even though this is the spring, is the bent grass will check out for the summer. And this is what golf greens are, set up with, but it's really easy to make issues with this. And you can tell this lawn gets mowed by the same guy in the same direction every single week, so it's rutted up. And so there's a couple of really easy, simple things to do, and I would start with just overseeding in the spring. You've got about a 50% chance of that taking if you do that. And then when this bent grass is starting to check out like it is right now, you can go through and tear this up, and like these areas that are really dense and thick, because this bent grass was never meant to be mowed this tall with fescue. So either it's a natural bent grass, or this lawn used to be cut like a golf green and was overseeded with fescue. So but you know, this house is built in the 80s, and a lot of things have happened. There's lots of possibilities of the history on this, but a corner lot with a really nice view. People drive by here every single day, and it's just hard to look at this as a professional and say that someone would be proud of being the guy that mows this. So you know, you see the ruts in the lawn are just caused by mowing the same way, same direction every single week. And obviously, you know, a little bitter. If the guy charges $20 less than the next guy, then this is what you're going to get. And he's going to do it as simple and as fast as he can, which, the way this lawn is built, is very long, so it's going to get mowed the same exact way because it's more convenient to do less turns. All right, so overseed, water, and if you want to deal with the bent grass, this would be a good time to just chew that all up. And otherwise, if this isn't anything like your lawn, or all you're dealing with is just the Poa annua, or you're dealing with empty spots like this against the edge, the best thing for you to do is overseed in the spring. Thanks, guys.